God. Okay, so just so I got your practice swings here on this right hand one now, okay, so that's sort of showing the movement that you're trying to do, and you can sort of see it from here now. You basically extend up through the golf ball. So the left hand one now is kind of your before. Again, backswing's okay now, rotating nicely, okay, getting the club on a good angle. The arms are working down nicely. You try to sort of shift here now to your left side. I wouldn't say your left hip from here has gone far enough back and down, okay? So if it feels to you, you've got to slide him a little bit more, then fine. But I don't want you sort of just sliding the hips this way and then you're getting stuck, yeah? The hips have to move towards target and downwards. You can see now when you're coming to the hips barely move when you're rotating, and not because there's not much weight now on your left foot as you come to the golf ball. When you're at the golf ball here now, there's a bit too much sort of hanging back. Your left foot now is almost on its heel, the toes off the ground, you're sort of leaning back. Your leg is still backwards leaning, an indication you haven't really got much weight gone forward. And then your lower half now is kind of just spinning the feet around. And then when you finish, then you go forward and you finish in a what looks a reasonable spot, but you got there after the fact, to be fair. So you're going to generally from that position probably hit the ground behind the goal, I would suggest. So this movement here now, as we swing, I don't think we've got any more movements here now, so we're straight at the shot. But again, good backswing here now, moving that the left knee starting to move back and down. Your left leg is starting to get a bit straighter. Your left foot now at impact looks a little bit more stable. Your left leg now is not quite vertical, but getting there, okay? And then when we swing through now, the left foot movement, a lot more stable, yeah? And that, from a tall person's perspective, if our lower half ain't doing the job it should do, we're going to be falling over, yeah? And that's on a flat lie. Put a driver in your hands faster, put a sloping line there, put wind in there, anything that's going to cause that issue on the golf course that's going to greatly reduce your balance, you're going to struggle. And if everything below the hips now isn't really working and functioning correctly, your top half now is just trying to hang on for dear life. So I practice with that club across your shoulders, up here, push down. So you're putting some pressure into this left hip and down, not though with your head going like this. That's the key thing. If the head moves, we show that on here now. If when you get here, you want to go from here, the head's going to be staying in this position, this left hip's going to be pushing down this way as you move this way. If your head just goes and falls forward, then you're likely, if not guaranteed, to be coming over the top and back to steep again, yeah? Sure. So although you might change your low point, yeah? This is when people generally get steep and they go this way, their low point's different because their body now, rather than being like this, hitting the ground behind the ball, they're now over here. So I'm hitting the ground left of the ball, yeah? So you probably thin a few shots or hit the ground very, very hard and heavy, okay? So work on that down. I think the arm movement is better, but just something to keep reminding yourself. It's worth having a few of those practice swings. When you're doing that kind of pump movement, yeah, you're getting that sensation of that left hip moving back and down, getting more pressure, as I said, onto that left foot. If the left foot kind of gets in a more vertical position, there's more pressure on that, at least you're a lot more stable to the swing. If you watch the swing in kind of like full speed, full swing now and send the body movement, the lower half looks a little bit more under control, where if we clear all these ones on this one, step the ball and hit it, yeah, so we're testing that movement. Yeah, I mean, a bit of a spin, and as you said, you've got your lost back, and that's because you were used to moving forward afterwards. If you're going down and forward, you're going to struggle.
Yeah, cool.
That makes sense?
Yeah, good.
Excellent. No, very good. Well done.